Happy Hump Day. I'm Heidi Glaus. A unique gathering place opened in Webster Groves a little more than a week ago. As Dana Dean explains, it's a place to buy flowers and grab a cup of coffee.
I love this concept. This place is so new. Just the garden center is open right now. They plan to open the coffee shop soon. Take a look inside Maypop.
Maypop on Marshall Avenue in Webster Groves is part garden center, part coffee shop.
We wanted to sort of bring in a wider audience to buying plants, and so that's why we sort of decided we wanted to build our own garden center, but we'd also like to have a food element and a drink element.
Right now you can buy plants, but you'll have to wait to buy coffee and food for another week or so.
All people like plants, but not everyone knows they like plants. So sometimes you have a gateway entry. You know, some people start gardening because they're foodies and they love food. And some people really appreciate gardening and then they move into the foodie sort of beverage side of things.
You'll find the coffee shop inside an old house on the property. Coffee will come from Blueprint in St. Louis. Food will come from the living room in Maplewood. And pastries on the weekends will come from Like Home in Grand Center.
And we thought it would be really charming to do the coffee shop sort of in the interior of the house and keep it kind of homey and lovely and not really change that much historically. And then there was a half acre of property that was pretty much a blank canvas.
They built a greenhouse, filled it with lots of plants, pottery, and things to inspire.
We've also brought in a lot of fun macrame, which is sort of some hanging planters.
The name Maypop comes from this plant, a native vine.
It's a beautiful ornamental flower, but it also has an edible fruit that it puts on in the fall. The thing that we like to do here is recommend plants that don't only serve one purpose.
Maypop carries lots of plants that have multiple functions.
This one right here is an annual flower called begonia that you'll see in landscaping all the time. They're very common, but what not everyone knows about them is it's actually an edible flower. And it's one of my favorite edible flowers because it's sour and it tastes a little bit like lemons.
I want to see you eat it.
I'm happy to do that on camera. I think these are very tasty, very crisp, and they're fun on top of a salad. Very crunchy, I don't know if you can hear that.
With plants and soon coffee, there's more than one reason to visit Maypop.
You'll find Maypop at 803 Marshall Avenue in Webster Groves. The number 314-764-2140. They're on Facebook. Make sure to follow them, Maypop Coffee and Garden, to see when they will officially open the coffee shop. There's some talk it may be on the 26th, but stay tuned. We don't really know yet. Might be a week or earlier.
You didn't think she was going to take a bite of that flower, did you?
I didn't. And I would normally take a bite, but being preggers, not the time to experiment, you know.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah.
You know, we should probably say kids do not just go out into the garden and start picking things.
Right. Yes, we should say that.
All right. Thanks, Dana. If you plan to